Here we are, folks. August 30th, 1993. The Palace of Auburn Hills, Michigan. SummerSlam. The main event, we had the All-American Lex Luger versus Yokozuna for the WWE Championship. This would be Lex Luger's only chance to get a WWE Championship match. Let's fast forward to the end of the match. Let me show you what happens here. Lex Luger comes running up, takes that forearm, and boom! Knocks out Yokozuna. What happens? Yokozuna goes flying out of the ring. And he gets counted out to the 10. Lex Luger here wins the match and gets all excited. However, though, you wrestling fans know just like I do that the WWE Championship can only change hands by a pinfall or a submission. So, Lex Luger does not win the WWE Championship that night. However, let's play a factor, and let's say Lex Luger did win the WWE Championship that night. Join us now as we're going to go ahead and discuss this here on In My Damn Opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of In My Damn Opinion. I'm your host, the one and only Eric Ossifalo, and this is My Damn Opinion. As you guys saw from the opening segment here, this week we're going to travel back to 1993. That's right, the big SummerSlam match. Lex Luger versus Yokozuna for the WWE Championship. As you saw in the opening segment during the reenactment, Lex Luger took that forearm, which had that metal plate inside of it, and he knocked Yokozuna out of the ring. Yokozuna gets counted out. Lex Luger celebrates like he won the WWE Championship. However, like I said in the reenactment, the WWE Championship cannot change by countout or disqualification. So Yokozuna retained the championship. So, which leads into, we are going to change history right now. Let's say, first of all, let's back up a little. For those of you who watch WrestleMania 9, they were having a specialty brunch that morning with Bret the Hitman Hart when he was the WWE Champion. So what happens? Lex Luger knocked him out. Nothing ever came of that, right? Well, now that we are changing history, something will eventually come of that. We will continue with, the King of the Ring. Yokozuna defeats Hulk Hogan for the WWE Championship. That all remains the same. So, SummerSlam, Lex Luger body slams Yokozuna, knocks him out in the ring, covers him 1, 2, 3. We have a new WWE champion, Lex Luger. So, let's enter the alternate universe and let's examine the factors. We still have the big match at Survivor Series with the All-Americans versus the Foreign Fanatics. However, though, Lex Luger still goes over. So, Jim Cornette issues his big challenge there, which would be having Yokozuna get his rematch then at the Royal Rumble 1994 versus Lex Luger for the WWE Championship. And what happens there? The Yokozuna tries to cheat, and all of a sudden, The Undertaker, lights go out. The Undertaker appears out of nowhere, distracts Yokozuna. Lex Luger comes around, big body slam in the forearm, knocks Yokozuna out 1, 2, 3. Lex Luger retains the WWE Championship. Then, later on in the Royal Rumble match, The Undertaker's in the Rumble match, and what happens? Yokozuna comes out and he pulls out The Undertaker. Those two continue to feud. Fast forward to the end of the Royal Rumble match, Bret Hart wins the Royal Rumble by himself. So, which leads us into this week's also Dream Card match, which would be Lex Luger versus Bret the Hitman Hart for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 10. Does that not sound like a good match, folks? I think so. So, we finally have the two faces of the WWE. You have the good guy, just like Hulk Hogan, who was the All-American with the blonde hair. That would be Lex Luger versus the leader of the new generation in Bret the Hitman Hart. Those two men go at it for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 10. So, what happens with Yokozuna then? As I stated, him and The Undertaker were going into it, leading into a feud between the two. At WrestleMania 10, you have Yokozuna versus The Undertaker in a casket match. So, there you go. Now you have 2 Dream Card matches to work with. Undertaker versus Yokozuna casket match at WrestleMania. Bret the Hitman Hart versus Lex Luger for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 10 as well. So, now what happens with those 2 matches? Bret Hart, he defeats Lex Luger. The leader of the new generation, Lex Luger, basically passes the torch, as he was basically just like the way Hulk Hogan was in the 80s, Mr. America, face of all that stuff. So, and what happens? Bret Hart wins, gets the torch passed to him, he goes on to a great WWE career. The Undertaker defeats Yokozuna, so the streak is still alive. However, though, after the match, the Undertaker puts a knee down. What happens then? He gets attacked by several different wrestlers. They come out, basically do the same thing they did at the Royal Rumble 1994, which happened in reality, but it's after the match this time. So they wake up Yoko, get him out of the casket. All 10 of these superstars come out. They beat the bejesus out of the Undertaker. Pardon me. And then once they beat the bejesus out of the Undertaker, they put him in the casket. They start to wheel him back. Basically the same thing as the promo that happened at the Royal Rumble 1994. Undertaker rises from the dead. To where we eventually get the match kind of pushed back a little bit to where it's the Undertaker versus Yokozuna in the rematch casket match, which doesn't happen until Royal Rumble 1995. Shit, I can't talk today. So that, and then so the Undertaker versus the Undertaker then happens, instead of at SummerSlam, that happens at Survivor Series that year in 1994. So now, let's look at the drawbacks from that. Had Lex Luger, you know, gone ahead and won the WWE Championship that night, then you have a drawback of Yokozuna and The Undertaker do not have the feud at Royal Rumble 1994 in the casket match. Yoko does not go over there. So what happens? The Undertaker never goes away. We never have the classic Undertaker versus Undertaker match at SummerSlam 1994. And then you also never have basically Mr. Perfect costing Lex Luger the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 10. So there are some drawbacks there. However, though, there are some positives there. I want to know, what do you guys think? Which would have been better? The way it happened or the way I just described it going into the alternate universe here? Let me know Let me know what you think. You go ahead and leave a comment on this video. You can also email me at eosafalo@gmail.com if you would like to, give a comment on this. You can also leave a comment here on 7poundbag.com as far as this video goes. But I'd love to hear your feedback. And also, you've heard my results of the Dream Card matches. Also, if you have a match you would love me to discuss here on In My Damn Opinion, I'd be more than happy to discuss it. However, Dream Card match rules, let me explain them to you guys one more time. How they work is they have to either have been possible or they have to still be possible. For example, I will not discuss John Cena versus Bruno Sammartino. I would discuss, and I have discussed, however, Ric Flair versus Bruno Sammartino. If you do not believe it, you can go ahead and watch back on a few previous episodes ago, as I did go ahead and I did discuss that match. But I would discuss John Cena versus AJ Styles, which that may be one we may eventually do, so never say never. Now, on to the next topic of discussion here this afternoon. Who has been watching the WWE Network lately? Yeah, I have. I watch it every day, pretty much. But anyways, there was a segment on last week in which JBL did an interview with Eric Bischoff about, his time in the WCW and then when he came to WWE. And holy shit, let me tell you folks, that was a damn good interview. If you have not checked that out, I would highly recommend it. You can watch it at any time you want, especially if you have the WWE Network. And you know how much it cost you? $9.99. That's right, folks. Just same price it is every time. You want to watch the WWE Network? Go ahead, pay the $9.99 for it. Hell, if you watch 3 pay-per-views a year, pretty much the WWE Network pays for itself instead of having to order the pay-per-views. So definitely I recommend it. I watch it. I love watching a lot of the old WCW stuff, like Clash of the Champions. But, get to see a lot of the history from, like, the Monday Night Wars and stuff as well. So definitely it's something worth taking a look at. I highly recommend it to any professional wrestling fan. It is definitely worth it. Pardon me. Now, also, the interview I was discussing where it was JBL interviewing Eric Bischoff, highly recommend it. A lot of good facts and information in there, what Eric Bischoff has discussed, and he doesn't like to hold shit back. Definitely, I would recommend checking out. So, on to my last topic of the day. That would be this worthless piece of shit that had blocked me from Twitter because he is once again proving that he is nothing but a scared little bitch, and that is you, Shark Boy. Yes, I have said it again. I've said it once, and I've said it a million times, Shark Boy. You are nothing but a scared little punk bitch. Come at me, bro. You are pissing me off, the fact that you blocked me from Twitter because you don't want the wrestling world to know how much of a little bitch and how scared you are of me. That's all you are. You're a fucking punk bitch, Shark Boy, and you are starting to piss me off to no ends. As a matter of fact, you are starting to send me to a place that I don't want to go to. You have, and I told you, Shark Boy. I told you. Quit ignoring my challenges. Your ignorance has pushed me to a level, to a place I don't want to be, Shark Boy. And I once again am challenging you, you little pussy ass bitch. You want to say that I'm not worth your time? I think you're not worth my time, Shark Boy. I think you're afraid of what all I could do to you because you realize that I am better than you. Yeah, you may have been in TNA, but hell, this goddamn couch could have a better match than anybody in TNA right now. TNA is washed up. Just like you, Shark Boy. You are nothing but a low-life piece of shit. I challenge you right now. I'll even give you your match type. A fish market street fight. You name it, we will go at it one-on-one. You want a tag match? You bring whoever you want. I'll bring Steven St. Clair. I am not scared of you, Shark Boy. You have pushed me to a place that I don't want to be. And that is breaking you in half, because I'm not fucking scared of you, you son of a bitch. Why don't you answer me? Why don't you be a real man and accept my challenge? Because we all know that you are not a man. You are more like a little boy who is running scared of me, Eric Acefalo, the host of In My Damn Opinion. So, Shark Boy, once again, I challenge you to a match, a fish market street fight. Come at me, bro. Let's get those trending right now worldwide, as I will blow up your Twitter page using the hashtag #ComeAtMeBro, and then our favorite hashtag of all, SharkBoyFearsEric, because we all know that that is true, Shark Boy, you worthless little bitch. Well, that's about all the time we got for this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go back and watch all our other episodes. Also, if you enjoy professional wrestling, check us out every Thursday here on 7poundbag.com, the Wrestling Roundtable, where a bunch of panelists, we sit around, we discuss happenings right now in the world of professional wrestling. Also, if you got questions about the world of professional wrestling, go ahead and ask 7 Pound, as every Tuesday, Steve Hall will answer your questions, anything you have about past or present happenings in the world of professional wrestling. So, once again, I am Eric Acefalo, and join us next week as we discuss what if Sting would have gone to the WWE back in the 90s. Would he have been successful? So, and we will see you next week. Tell them bye, guys.
Bye.
I'm Eric Acefalo, and I approve this message.